Hey there, everybody. Welcome to this reading for tomorrow, the 24th of February. If you're coming to this reading and not live, go down below. All the timestamps will be below this video. But Lynn Jones, hello. Tina, hello. Nicole, welcome. Christina, hello. Thank you for being here. Elizabeth, hello. Thank you for being here. And Myra, I'm gonna do something soon, is what I will say. And sorry, but yeah, I've just been super busy, so kind of had to take a little bit of a break. Plus, the energy has just like hammered me for this past like few months. So the break is I kind of needed a break, is what it boils down to. No, there really is no good answer, right? Taylor, hello. Ariana, hello. And Jax, welcome. We're gonna get Alexis, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tina, I don't know if I said hi to you, but hello. Thank you for being here. Leon, hello. Ariana, Diane, hello. Daisy, hello. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And so I also, we're going to get started right after I make this announcement, but I did want to let everybody know, be careful in the comments, because I've been getting like hammered by the scammers. Most of you already know like what the scammers look like, but the scammers, they use an account that says Minnow Pond. It is not me. I have a check mark next to my name as well on YouTube, so that's how you will know that it's not me. There's basically only two accounts for Minnow Pond. Me, the Minnow Pond account, plus also the only other channel that you might see commenting that is legitimate is my own account, the Chris Rec account, which is my separate channel. So if you see anyone commenting, asking you, telling you to call them for a reading, anything like that, it's definitely not me. So do not respond to those people. I'm trying my best to get them all taken down, but it's like now all of a sudden overnight there's like 100 of them. So everybody be careful out there as well. Like I said, I will never ask you for money for a reading, anything like that. So definitely just ignore those. I will never, like, people have been telling me they're asking for help as well. Trust me, it takes a team of professionals. That's how much help I need. I need the help from experts, basically, right? They're the only people that can help me, is doctors, right? Who specialize in whatever's wrong with me. So that's it. But do not respond to these people, please. But anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. And we are going to start here with Aries and see what is going on for you, Aries. Yeah, and please feel free to report those people. Click on their account. If you see there's no videos on their account, obviously, or if it just doesn't have the check mark, then just report the account by all means. But Aries, let's see what we get for you here, Aries people. Aries, this is for the 24th, for tomorrow. You have the Firefly card, the Swan card, and the Eight of Swords here as well. You have the Knight of Cups as well. It's like a very nice energy. I feel like a very inspired energy. Even with the Eight of Swords, I don't mind this energy for you here, Aries, with the Eight of Swords. So to me, I feel like the Eight of Swords can represent feeling stuck or being stuck in a situation, but in a lot of ways, I feel this is more of kind of like a calming, nice energy for you tomorrow. So you might be just taking some time for yourself here. But I feel like something is inspiring for you. The Swan card is about like exploring depths. So I feel like you are exploring maybe some ideas tomorrow, or you're exploring some things that you want to experience. So it kind of feels like a time where there could be a lot of ideas. These are ideas that probably have to do with expansion. So I would say that the ideas that you're exploring tomorrow or at this time could have to do with like moving, traveling, anything that would expand your worldview is probably what you are focusing on at this time with the Three of Wands energy. I would also say that a lot of you could be kind of exploring the ideas of leadership as well in your life. So you could be looking for like leadership positions in work or business with the Three of Wands. The way to think of the Three of Wands, it's like the card of the director or the manager. That's not 100% accurate, but normally there's a guy on the Three of Wands, and he is kind of, we could say that he is directing the ships in the harbor. We could say that he is telling those ships where to go. So I feel for some of you, there could be like some director positions, or you could be taking more of like some sort of director type position in your life with the Three of Wands. I really like that. You do have the Knight of Cups here. Could be love here, but it's not immediately clear to me There it goes, flying. You have the crow card flying away from you here, Aries. So I do feel like there's love coming in for you here. It's like attraction. I'm getting more like magician energy off of this crow card here. So I feel like you could be attracting someone who is kind of like a magician, or you could be attracting, it's like you're attracting someone into your life who also attracted you. It's like there's mutual attraction here. And I don't necessarily mean that physically, although I feel like you will be attracted to this person if this is love, because this is a card of the Knight in Shining Armor, but I just mean that I feel you both attracted each other to each other with this energy. So I definitely like this as far as love is concerned. I am getting something about resourcefulness as well. I did your reading for next week this morning, and yeah, there was like a lot of stuff about like gathering the resources or needing to look for the resources. I'm not gonna lie, your reading was a little confusing. This morning, Aries, and it was like I felt like I couldn't get my words out, right? I felt like I couldn't get my point across in that reading, but really the point of that reading was like maybe you need like money to do something, but maybe you actually don't need money to do something, or it could be some other type of resource. I feel like that was what was like the most confusing part about the reading. So for some of you, I feel like this, what it's really trying to say is there's something you're trying to accomplish, and I feel like there are a lot of different ways that you could go about it, or there's a lot of different ways that you could kind of like make your dreams happen, or there are a lot of different ways that you could achieve some sort of goal, because I get all these weird words for you. And this happened to me in your weekly reading this morning. Like I was getting words like critical thinking, like all these words that kind of really were very kind of, I wouldn't say deep, but very thoughtful, and I feel like would require a lot of thought for you. So I feel for some of you, it's like you're trying to work towards something like a dream, goal, or a wish. And I do feel for some of you, it's like maybe you don't have the finances to, take the first steps, but it's like maybe you could negotiate with a person, or like I was getting weird things like trading. It's like you could be doing some trading of like items or your time so that you can get something you want. So it's like you're kind of really having to dig deep to gather the resources to accomplish something here, Aries, if that makes sense. But it's like gonna work out. Like I feel like things will work out even if you're trying to move. Like for some of you, like I was getting these crazy stories about like maybe you need to move, but maybe you don't have the money to move. But it's like maybe at the same time, maybe you find a person who's willing to maybe let you fix up their place, for example, while you stay at their house wherever you're moving to. So it's like there are these like trade-offs things. Those are like the words that I'm getting, like trade-off. There's like some sort of trade-off in your life. And I feel it doesn't have to be moving. It could be anything in your life. So you're going to have to put your thinking cap on. But I feel like if you can get creative, you could really make some stuff happen right now. So love it. There you go, Aries. Taurus, let's see here, Taurus. Taurus, again, two aces. I feel like this happened to you the other day as well. So Taurus, you have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Moon coming up here. Someone finds you attractive, I feel, with this energy. So this could be love, obviously, coming in for you. I love two aces, like a very positive new beginning. As I always say, to me, two aces is a definite yes to any question that I don't answer as well, Taurus. So yes to anything that you might have in mind. I feel for some of you, like I'm getting something about like, do I really want to do this again? Those are the words that are popping into my head. Ace of Swords is definitely a card of climbing a mountain. You have the Ace of Cups, something made you happy once, and the Moon is like, I feel like the do-over is what's those are the words that I'm getting here. So for some of you, I feel like there's something that you are doing maybe again. It doesn't feel like the worst thing in the world to me because, in a lot of ways, I feel like you kind of enjoy the process. Obviously, it makes you happy. So, like, what the hell am I talking about? I mean, for some of you, this could be like starting a relationship. This could be, starting a business or whatever. But the what's popping into my head is like segments. And I feel like you are figuring out which segment of something you like the best. Like some people, like starting businesses, but they don't necessarily like finishing them, right? They just like the beginning process. Some people, it's like sometimes we get into a relationship and it's like the beginning is always the best, the honeymoon period, right? And it's like then it gets more serious. And it's not that I think that, but I feel like you're realizing like which segment of all aspects of your life you enjoy the most, and you're trying to kind of make those things longer. I feel like you're trying to expand upon the segments that you enjoy the most. I also feel like, to me, I feel like we also have to be realistic as well. It's like when you've been with someone for a long time, if you want a long-term relationship, right, the type of love changes. And so I feel like for some of you, you're trying to figure out like what are the aspects, what are like the little things that I like about each segment of my life, or what aspect do I like about the most, my favorite part. And I feel like you're trying to take out like little pieces and make sure you always have whatever that is in your life. That's a very confusing message, but that's what I'm getting. And I feel like it'll just make you more happy. I'm just getting joy on this Peacock card here. This Peacock card, sometimes it's like my card of like the liar or a warning as well. But for you, I'm just getting joy here, Taurus. It's almost like you're pulling out the little pieces of joy in each one of those segments. And I feel like this is good. It's like you're getting real nerdy about this, Taurus. I like this because it's like I feel in a lot of ways you're analyzing, like I said, you're like analyzing exactly which parts of all things in your life you really enjoy, and you're pulling those things out and you're trying to make sure to kind of like double down on this energy. I really like it. Yeah, you have the lizard spirit as well. This lizard spirit's like a card of creation and creating things. It's also a card that kind of says like don't give up as well. It's a card that says that you need to keep going, so I feel that for some of you. I keep getting this repeat message though. It's like you're doing something again, but maybe you're just looking at it the right way. And I don't think you're going back to a person here, for example, if you're thinking about love here, Taurus. I feel like you're just giving love a second chance. It's like you're trying to have love in your life again. You're just willing to experience it again. And the reason I feel like you're willing to experience it is because of whichever, wherever your favorite segment is in a relationship, whatever part of a relationship you enjoy the most, I feel like you want to have that experience again. It's like you're trying to recreate experiences here. This is like a deep reading again for you here, Taurus. So I feel like it's a very deep energy, and I feel like it's you creating more comfort in your life. Again, Uranus in your sign. Uranus in your sign has a very strong desire for freedom, as I always say, and also comfort and value as well. You will be, the whole point of Uranus in your sign, Taurus, is you will be like assigning value to certain things in your life, and these could be experiences. And that's what I'm getting here. It's like there's certain experiences, you're assigning value to these experiences, and I also feel like you're trying to like multiply them out as well, if that makes sense. I don't know. I like it. That I feel like that's a good thing. So there you go. Thank you, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you here, Gemini. Gemini, you have the octopus, the tarantula, and the shark. A whole host of sea creatures and a spider showing up here. Look at this. There you go. There's more than meets the eye. Something that you need to, something has hidden treasure, I feel, with this energy here. The octopus is about kind of like exploring. It's about feeling around your environment, kind of assessing your boundaries. The tarantula is about being at a crossroads, and the shark, I feel like this is something that you want to accomplish in your life. It could be anything, something that you see as treasure, something that wasn't easy. We're going to talk about this in just a second. But I feel like this shark card is just saying, go for it. I feel like once you make your decision here, Gemini, on what you want in your life, as long as you just go for it, like nothing else exists, I feel like then you will get your treasure. Then you will find your pearl with this oyster card. I feel like you've already been through the process of the oyster, which again, we're going to talk about here in just a second, but I feel like you've already been through the process there. I feel like you just need to make a decision here. The octopus, I feel like, is saying that you are feeling pulled in multiple different directions. I do feel like there are a lot of things in your life that are kind of pulling at you in a lot. Like I get more. Again, this is a card of more of like feeling around your surroundings and kind of drawing boundaries. But I get more of a pulling sensation on this card. So I feel like it's like you're being pulled in multiple different directions. I feel like your feelings are pulling you in multiple different directions as well. This is why you have a decision to make. I feel like the shark is saying go straight for something that you want. Could be love. And I feel like you can trust your intuition. Your intuition is trying to tell you something. I'm getting weird messages here. You have the High Priestess, and I feel like this card is saying you are having dreams, you are having daydreams. I feel like you are having intuitive moments as well just throughout the day that are kind of, again, pulling you with that octopus energy in a direction. For some reason, there is resistance here as well. Past pain, past hurt, Six of Swords. So I feel like the resistance is, having been in choppy waters for too long. For some of you, I get the sense that you're in choppy waters. That is making decisions hard. Obviously, I mean, of course, if you're experiencing, choppy waters, or if you're experiencing any challenges or anything like that, that would make making this decision, like your intuition could be saying, like, just move to an island and start raising animals on the island, whatever, right? But maybe you're like, I have there's no way I could do that. So it's like there are obstacles and challenges. Or it's like maybe you want love, but maybe you have like a lot of other responsibilities to take care of. So it's like your intuition is telling you one thing, but kind of like the logical side of you is telling you something else. So I feel that's where the, kind of the challenge is with this Six of Swords. Is like you are in choppy waters. The Six of Swords is kind of like a challenging answer as well, because the Six of Swords says, if you're wondering, like, how do I overcome the Six of Swords? It says, listen to your guides. There's normally a person standing in the back of the boat on the Six of Swords, and it just represents a guide, represents someone who is guiding you, someone who is pushing you in a certain direction. They are guiding you through the choppy waters. They have been back and forth through the choppy waters on the Six of Swords. So I feel like tapping into guidance, tapping into your guides. You might even have like a mentor in your life, someone you look up to. So and that's popping into my head. I feel like I feel like the mentor, or if you have a mentor, that would be good for you as well. You have the oyster here. I feel like this is your answer to everything as well here, Gemini. The oyster is an energy of, for an oyster to form a pearl, it has to get a piece of sand underneath its shell, and it kind of it represents irritation, because the sand irritates the oyster. The oyster creates a pearl. It's a defense mechanism, and I feel for some of you, you've been through a lot of irritation, but I also feel like you are kind of creating a pearl. But I feel like this is something that needs to come out. I feel like something needs to come out here, because this card can represent like hidden information or things that are hidden. So I wouldn't say there's like a truth that is coming out, but I feel maybe you're like interested in a person, and I feel like the time is now. It would be probably a lot easier to just open up to the person and tell them, right? Maybe there is some other truth. Maybe you want to quit your job and start something else. And I would just do it with this card here. I feel like something needs to be, it's like something is being revealed here for you, Gemini. Yeah, it could be love as well. It's like a very strong desire. In a lot of ways, I don't care. It doesn't really matter if this is you or another person that is about to reveal something. When the Knight of Wands comes up, it kind of represents a boiling point. It can represent kind of like this period where it's like you just can't hold it in any longer. So in a lot of ways, I feel that this is saying something is about to be revealed. It's going to be a positive revelation, or whatever you want to call it. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. But yeah, I like this. So there you go. Thank you, Gemini. Cancer, let's see what we have for you here. Cancer people. Cancer, you have the moth, the zebra, and the Seven of Swords here. Cancer, otter, I feel like you need help from other people. And the Hermit, I feel for some of you, I would open up to other people, number one. It's like if you're having a hard time making any decision at all, I would open up to other people with this and the otter spirit as well. Seven of Swords can represent fears and illusions and fantasies. It is a card of like lying, cheating, stealing. But again, as I always say, this is not soap opera tarot, right? So I'm not going to always say that it always represents, lying, cheating, stealing. It could, but really, I feel this is like a much bigger picture reading for you, Cancer. I feel like this is saying that there is something like an opportunity and you're not sure like what to do. I feel like tapping into your friend group or something like that would be a good idea with this otter spirit for you here, Cancer. It is a card of like family and a card of your community as well. So I feel that would be very beneficial for you, like asking friends, family, people you trust, if you can have, for help or for answers on things. It's like there's something you're being drawn to. It's a unique opportunity. This zebra card here, it literally just represents a unique opportunity in this deck, or something that makes you unique, but really I feel it's kind of like more of an opportunity that you could have. I feel like you're trying to you're trying to know the answers with this Seven of Swords. I keep getting this collective energy for different signs, but it comes up for you quite a bit, Cancer, that it's almost like you're trying to know the answers before you actually start something. But I just don't think it's going to work like that. Seven of Swords, again, lying, cheating, stealing, but we could also say, normally the guy on the Seven of Swords is trying to steal the swords from the other army that's on the card, and he's trying to make sure that those swords can't be used against him in battle. But but he only has 5 swords. He can't take in. There's 2 swords behind him on a traditional Seven of Swords. it kind of represents the fact that it's like you can't protect yourself from everything, right? You can't completely protect yourself from everything that could possibly happen to you, or you can't protect yourself from every single obstacle, right? The Hermit kind of says you need to do some soul searching. The Hermit is kind of, I feel, encouragement for you as well here, Cancer. I feel like it's saying you will be able to get through anything, right? You will climb to the top of the mountain just like the Hermit does, but I feel like you're gonna have to like start the journey. I feel like there will be people who will help you along the way here as well with this energy. Look at this butterfly. You're going through a transformation here. So I do feel like you're going through a transformation. I also feel like something needs to be made more solid as well. Something needs to be made more real. In this deck here, the butterfly is like a card of things being fragile, things being in a fragile state. But again, this is not something that has to be bad. It could just be that you're in a new relationship and it just hasn't been, hasn't gotten to the stage where you're in a commitment with the person yet. So it kind of represents there needing to be some sort of commitment with a person, maybe with that butterfly energy. Or it's kind of like saying, it needs to be more grounded. And I kind of feel like something needs to be brought into a more grounded state. I do feel like saying handle with care, but I always tell people, like, don't be paranoid, right? I have this joke. I always say, like, don't be a paranoid freak, right? I feel for some of you, this is like saying something is requiring, like, tender, loving care. But I would say, think of it more as you being like a bird, right? And it's like you're taking care of your egg with the butterfly spirit. It doesn't say, like, handle something with, velvet gloves or whatever you want to call it. I feel if you're like in a relationship, don't be paranoid. Don't think that you can't make any mistakes. But if you're with a person that you really enjoy, just make sure you're taking care of it. Make sure you're doing the things and make sure you're really kind of getting it moving in the right direction. Same thing with a business or, it could be your job or anything else. This is kind of like saying, make sure to really nurture something into existence. I just get this feeling. It's like you don't know where something is going to end up is what I feel for you, Cancer. I mean, just not to talk about myself here, but I always use YouTube as an example. Like if you told me, I've been on YouTube for over 6 years now or whatever. I did my first readings like 6 years ago, right? I can't believe it. Crazy. But it's like if you told me that it was possible to have 10,000 subscribers 6 years ago, like none of the readers on YouTube when I started had more than 10,000 subscribers. But I would have told you you were freaking nuts, right? I would have told you there's no way that many people will watch tarot. So it's like I get that feeling for you here. It's like there's something that you could be doing in your life, or it could be a relationship, and it's like maybe you don't realize that this relationship will lead to marriage or will lead to a family or something else that you want. So I get this, and that's the best way I could describe the energy I feel for you tonight. Is like there's something in your life, and it's like you already have it maybe, but you just don't realize where it's going to go. So handle with care is what I feel like saying there, Cancer. There you go. Thank you, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Let's see what we have for you, Leo people. There we go. Leo, you have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups here, and the Lovers. Definitely love. This is love communication charging in. I feel like a fickle pickle, though, here, Leo. I feel like someone is like super fickle. What are they waiting for? It's like what they're like waiting for the freaking stars to align or something like that. Like what the hell is going on here? I feel like this person is like waiting for an eclipse so that they can like make a sacrifice and then be in love with you or something like that. So for some of you, it's like you could be attracting a person who is like waiting for the perfect moment, right? And I literally feel like I don't want to make it sound as crazy as I just did, but I do feel like this could be a person who is kind of like waiting. So I do feel there is someone coming towards you. Definitely could be a Gemini. Could be any sign, but Gemini stands out to me here with this energy. And I feel they want to make a love offer, but it's like they're not just rushing in. It's like they're waiting with this Two of Swords, I feel. So that's pretty weird. For others, I feel this is good news coming in for you here. Yeah, it's something that breaks you free. With this Cobra energy, I feel like this news that you could be receiving breaks you out of a trance or a stuck period of time. I do get like something legal here as well. So if you've been stuck in a legal situation, doesn't matter what kind of legal situation, it's almost like you're getting news here. As I always say, I mean, it might not necessarily be good news, but the way to think about it is that regardless, and I do feel that, that's why I'm saying this, I do feel for some of you Leos, if you're dealing with something legal, it's like the news might not be amazing. it might actually be disappointing, but I feel like the good news is that you're getting out of the situation is kind of the feeling I get here. So you might be not getting the best news in a legal situation, but I don't think it's terrible either. It's just not great. That's kind of like what I feel intuitively, and I feel like this is saying that at least it's ending the situation. I do feel I get that kind of feeling. I wouldn't really call it a blessing in disguise, Leo, that you're experiencing right now, but I am getting this message of it's like something in your life is being removed from your life, and it's like maybe it's not great, maybe it's not the best news, but it's also, I feel, in a lot of ways kind of like a blessing. So I do like that energy for you because it's like you're moving towards a blessing here with these cards. You have the Two of Swords here. I want to clarify this. The Dolphin. I feel like your whole reading is about perspective here, Leo. I feel like you could choose to feel about every single situation in your life however you want to feel, and I feel like that is how the situation will go. So what the hell does that mean? I feel like you could choose to be positive about things and things will go positively. I feel like you could choose to be negative about the same exact situation and it'll go negatively. The dolphin is kind of like saying, there's in one of the other decks I use, there's like a dolphin, and it says this and that are true, and I think that's in the wisdom of the no, the other animal oracle deck, and it kind of just represents the fact that it's like really both sides of something are true. So you can make something true as well, as crazy as that sounds. So I feel like you need to kind of like look at the situations that you're in and see how you can turn those situations around or kind of find the positive here. I feel that'll be very beneficial. For others, I do feel like this is someone that, if you're having love, I do get a little bit of challenge. Part of me feels like this is someone you were dealing with in the past, though. Yeah, see, Five of Swords. I feel for some of you, you are walking away from a person from the past, though, because it's like this person couldn't make a decision. This drives me crazy here, Leo. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you recently went through a breakup, this to me is the energy of like a person who like sees you as maybe a really good option in love, but also someone who is like, yeah, but am I giving up my freedom? In the first place. It's like that conflicting energy where it's like they want love, they want the commitment, but they're also not willing to give up their freedom. It makes no sense, right? So it's like they know that you're like a perfect person, but it's like they're not accepting it into their life. So I don't know. There's nothing you can do except walk away from those situations, basically, Leo. So I feel like this is someone, it's like they say you're worth, but it's like they're not willing to walk towards you. So that is weird as well. For others, like I said, I do feel like this is someone who just needs to, it's like they're waiting for the stars to align. Definitely new love. So I feel if you're looking for new love, there's like a new person coming in for you. Probably an air sign, judging by the other cards that you have here. Could be a Gemini. And I feel like they are going to make a move, but it's like they're waiting for something here. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I feel like they'll make a move here with the Queen of Cups as well. It could be, around like the summertime as well. So, like I said, I always say don't wait. There are plenty of people out there to date. So I wouldn't wait. But I do feel like around summertime, July-ish is what I'm getting here. That could be around your birthday time, Leo, that they could be making a move. I'm getting more Cancer season because Cancer. So that could be when they make their move, but I like it. This is a good energy for you. I love when you get the Queen of Cups, by the way, because to me, the Queen of Cups is like Leo energy, even though it's a water sign card. To me, Leos love nurturing energy. They love like the caring energy, things like that. And to me, the Queen of Cups perfectly describes, the kind of positive feelings that Leo enjoys. So in a lot of ways, even if you don't want love, it doesn't matter. I feel like this is just saying there's positive energy, or you are stepping into this energy that you will enjoy. So love it. Thank you, Leo. Let's see what we have for you here, Virgo people. And Virgo, you have the spider, the Wheel of Fortune here. I thought there was a spider on this Wheel of Fortune. There isn't, but I thought there was. But you have another spider right here on the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're working really hard. I like these cards. Spider is a card that says you will get the story that you tell. So again, keep it positive at this time, and tell the story that you want. The Wheel of Fortune is you taking control of your destiny. Eight of Pentacles is just you putting the work in. So for a lot of you, I feel like you're just putting the work into things that you want to accomplish, plain and simple. with this energy. These could be goals with the Wheel of Fortune. It could just be anything. Wheel of Fortune is a little bit bigger than just a goal. A goal, you know. The Wheel of Fortune is literally your personal vision for your life, where you see your life going. It is your destiny as well, here, Virgo. So I feel this is like much deeper than just a goal, just like one thing that you want to accomplish. So I feel for a lot of you, you're working on kind of weaving your story, telling the story that you want your life to be here. For others, I am just getting straight up money here. So like I feel just straight up money luck for you here, Virgo. The Wheel of Fortune is a very lucky card, and the Eight of Pentacles is material success on the horizon. I would say, especially if you're trying to sell something, there could be a lot of luck here. Six of Pentacles, definitely a lot of luck. I would say, by the way, if you're like involved in any negotiations for work or for business, or if you're negotiating the sale of a house or anything really, the Six of Pentacles, amazing card for that. And so is with the Eight of Pentacles, definitely, and the Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? It's like a turnaround. I do get this thing about like maybe you've been having a hard time selling a home or something. This could be the turnaround that you've been waiting for here with the Wheel of Fortune. So definitely some sort of turnaround coming in for you with these cards. You also have this unicorn card as well. So for some of you, this is like something in this deck, they claim that this card is kind of like a card of something otherworldly, something that is out of this world, right? So I feel for some of you, there's like something that is out of this world coming in for you here. And I feel like it's saying, don't question it, Virgo. Seven of Pentacles is your card, Virgo. Seven of Pentacles is over-analysis. It's analysis paralysis. It's a good card, but it's like thinking, it's like you're being presented with a unicorn here, and then you're like, is that really a unicorn, or is it just, a horse with a horn on its head, right? So just like I said to Leo, very similar reading. Right, we could frame this two ways. We could say this is just a horse with a horn on its head, makes it less special, or we could say this is a freaking unicorn, like a majestic, magical beast, right? So I feel for some of you with this, also with the spider energy, which says you will get the story that you tell, I feel this is saying that you will get the story you tell. So this can either be a horse or it can be a unicorn, and I feel like whatever this is, it could be love, could be a job, could be a business, but I feel like you need to kind of like make it special. I would call this like a Tinkerbell reading in a lot of ways, Virgo, because to me Tinkerbell readings require belief and like faith, and you always get the star blowing up your reading. So you don't have it here tonight, but I feel like you need to believe in something. If you don't believe, I feel like it's just going to disappear, right? Tinkerbell's going to fade away. So I feel like you need to believe in something with this energy for sure. And it's something like out of this world is what I feel for you, Virgo. So that's all I got for you. Love it. That looks really good. Love it. Let's see what we have for you here, Libra people. And Libra, sorry, these cards are slippery today. So let's see here, Libra, and Libra. Libra, this is a rebirth. You have the Temperance card, the Death card, and the Judgment card. So some sort of major rebirth coming in for you. Emperor could be an Aries coming in for you as well. This morning I did the Aries reading, and I said Aries in the Aries reading this morning, so I almost called Aries Libra again, but it could be dealing with an Aries for sure. But I feel like this is a rebirth. This is some sort of change that you've been waiting for so far. Star, there you go. Some sort of wish that you've been waiting for here. Definitely like a very slow energy, a healing energy. Again, I did you in Aries this early, right after one after another this morning, your weekly readings. And again, your reading was also confusing to me. It was good reading in some ways, but it's kind of like all over the place. So I feel like you have a lot going on. I don't really remember exactly what I was talking about in that reading, because I was like a little bit tongue-tied. Again, it's like a little confusing. Although I don't know, every time I think a reading is all over the place, everybody's always like that was perfect. And I'm like, okay. But I, in a lot of ways, I feel like you're trying to accomplish the star. It's like you're trying to accomplish a goal, or you're trying to accomplish a specific goal with this star energy. But definitely a rebirth coming in for you. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, this is like a wake-up call. I feel like you're having a revelation here as well with this energy. So there's some sort of revelation that you're having, because you have the buffalo spirit. The buffalo is kind of like the tower, but, the tower in the Judgment card, which you have right here, these two cards to me would represent like a wake-up call, or when I have the tower and the Judgment card together, that to me represents like a wake-up call, some sort of sudden realization or revelation here. And yeah, look at this. You have every single rebirth card that exists here, Libra. So I'm trying to find more things to say to you, but it's really the only thing that's coming in is that there's some sort of rebirth. This Phoenix card kind of represents existing obstacles being resolved. So you could be overcoming in this deck. It's just like a card of overcoming obstacles or overcoming challenges that you've been dealing with. So I do feel that you are kind of healing from something with this energy. I do love this for you. Here, Libra, even though it's a pretty simple reading. Again, you have the Emperor here. Clearly, I feel some of you could be dealing with an Aries. And again, there could be a rebirth with an Aries here. Could be quite surprising. For others, I feel like this is just a better plan that you have here, Libra. And yeah, you have the Snake card as well. Snake card is about like shedding your skin, going through something difficult, which I feel like maybe the past 3 years have been a little bit more of a challenge for you, Libra, and probably around work. As I always say, I'm cheating because you're astrology, so it wouldn't surprise me if you had work challenges. If maybe you couldn't even find a job. If you do have a job, you could be, you kind of are maybe more experiencing personnel issues with the people you work with. So you could have like dealing with jealousy, people lying, people talking about you behind your back, like all that other stuff, right? Drama. Basically, I do feel like that's changing. I feel like that's what this is trying to say, is like it's saying you are shedding your skin. I feel like you are going through this major transformation, obviously. I mean, like I said, you have the Phoenix, the Judgment card here, the Death, the Temperance card here. This is like major transformative energy here. So things are really changing for you here. And, I feel like it's you that's changing in the long run. But I do feel, again, if you're having a lot of problems at work, for example, it's like I feel the change would be a new job, because you have this buffalo, again, like the Tower, and the buffalo would be a complete change. It's like you're completely moving on to something new, or you're like, finding something else. So I feel like you are doing that here with this energy. For others, again, it could be a relationship, I suppose. Although if I'm being honest with you here, I feel like most of you are either in a relationship or are just focused on new love in the first place. So probably new love coming in for you here. I would say Sagittarius definitely stands out to me. Scorpio twice, technically. Phoenix, Scorpio was originally the Phoenix in ancient astrology, but it could be a Scorpio, could be a Sag, could be any sign, just a general reading. But that's what I got for you, Libra. Pretty simple. Let's see what we have for you here, Scorpio people. And Scorpio, let's see here, Scorpio. Scorpio, I would be careful, right off the bat, I would be careful of being too close to an issue here with this energy. The mouse is kind of like a card of small details, but yeah, I feel like the small things could be very, could like really weigh you down at this time. I feel like there are a lot of small details with this Ten of Wands energy. It feels very heavy. But here's the thing, is that with this dragonfly energy, it's like the dragonfly is the energy of kind of like illusions. It is an illusion card, and it can say that you're turning a mountain out of a molehill, basically, or a mouse hill. Do mice live in hills? I don't know. But I feel that this is you turning something small into something big. So it basically says, do not make a mountain out of a molehill with this energy. The mouse is kind of like a card of, again, paying attention to just like the tiny little things that you don't need to worry about. It's kind of like micromanaging your own life. So it says, like, don't do that. And it can also say that you're too focused on like small progress. It's like mice, they chew through a wall very slowly. It takes a mouse a long time to get through a wall, right? But the mouse always gets through the wall. So I feel like this is kind of saying, don't judge. It's weird because I'm getting the word judgment on the Justice card. And I know that's confusing, Scorpio, but I'm getting the word judgment here. But I feel like it's self-judgment. I feel like it's saying that you could be judging the progress you're making. And to me, the Justice card can definitely say you're comparing yourself to other people. It's a scale, right? It's like you're weighing your progress against someone else's progress. But I feel like you need to realize that you're on your own journey here. With this energy, I feel like you need to realize that you are on your own path, and it's like you're exactly where you need to be right now, right? So I feel like some of you just need to realize you're on the right path here. I just feel this energy of disappointment here, but it's like because you're comparing yourself. I only feel this for some of you. It's like maybe you feel like you should be married and you're not married, or maybe you see other people in business being like way more successful than you are. But I feel like you're exactly where you need to be. So it's like I feel you will catch up, and I feel like that's what you need to realize with this energy here for sure. Again, you have the Ten of Wands. I feel like this is creating too many burdens in your life. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're heading towards this. King of Pentacles. You're heading towards like abundance, permanent success. I love the King of Pentacles. To me is like a card of like permanent success. It's not necessarily a card of amazing amounts of money, but definitely can be very good for kind of financial stability and things like that as well. So I really like it. I do feel busyness. Like I said, I do feel like some of you are busy. I would be careful of being busy. With this energy right here, the mouse spirit is a card of being busy, but it's like, but are you being efficient? Are you being successful? And things like that. The mouse spirit always, every time I pull this card, I always think of like people that I've worked with in the past. Like, I've had like several managers and things like that where it's like they seem busy, but they don't actually get anything done. They're always running around. I'm sure everybody here has had one of those managers that, everything is a crisis. Everything is super important when it's not important at all, right? And all this other stuff. They make a big deal out of a little deal. So I feel like this is saying, like, be careful of that energy of turning something into something that it isn't here, Scorpio. Yep, look at this. 2 bats right here, Scorpio. So I feel for some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. By the way, if you're looking for love, could be a Pisces coming in for you. Could be someone older than you as well, and someone who's very decisive, because this is indecision and someone making decisions. So that could be helpful, of course. For others, I feel that this is like a little bit of stuck energy. But again, really the only thing I'm getting in your reading is don't compare yourself to other people, Scorpio. I feel like you need to realize that you're exactly where you need to be. That's what I get for you. So there you go. I love it. Thank you, Scorpio. Let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you, everybody, for being here, by the way. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on this video. Really appreciate all the likes and all the support. Also, like I said to everybody at the beginning of the reading, make sure do not respond to any comments that look like they're from me. Again, make sure there's a check mark. If I respond to your comment, there will be a check mark next to my name. It's like a little gray check mark thing. But there are a bunch of spammers out there. I can't catch them all. It's just impossible. I keep banning the words that they say. They keep changing the words and things like that. So it's almost impossible for me to be able to keep up with banning them all. But they're basically telling people to contact them for readings. I do not offer personal readings, and I will never ask you for money or anything like that. So again, keep an eye out. Make sure that you don't respond to these people because they are scammers. But let's see what we have for you here, Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sag, you have the Owl, the 9 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords here. I feel that you're healing from this here. Yeah, look at Queen of Swords as well. I think you had similar cards last night, if I'm not mistaken. But I feel for a lot of you, this is like some sort of healing situation in your life. So I like to see this. I feel for some of you that it's like you realized what needed to be fixed. I am not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice, but I feel for some of you that this is literally like maybe you've had a health issue or health problem and you have finally figured out like what the problem is, right? So I feel like for some of you, it's been a while. It's like, or you've been dealing with something and you didn't know what the problem was, and it's like now you found it. I am getting this as health popping into my head, and again, I'm not a doctor, so do not take this as medical advice. For others, could be a love situation here as well. It's almost like I'm getting something about listening, like you finally listened with the Owl card here. This is going to lead to contentment. I almost feel like you had to get to this place first. 9 of Cups, contentment. 9 of Cups is kind of like a card of being single. Normally, there's a guy on this card, and he is sitting there alone, right? But he's content. He's perfectly happy. So I feel like if you're looking for love, this is kind of like saying before you can get to love, it's like you have learned how to be okay on your own with this 9 of Cups energy. I feel like this is you. Queen of Swords, being more clear, understanding what you want. I feel like you're more clear on like the type of people that you want to invite into your life as well with the Queen of Swords. So I really like that. Yeah, I feel like you're ready for action. It's like you're ready to get moving. I feel this energy of like something bubbling below the surface here, and it's like you now are more clear on how to maybe achieve your wishes, dreams, goals, whatever with this 9 of Cups energy. And it's like you're ready to get moving, but obviously, because of all the issues, COVID, everything else that we're dealing with here, I feel like the fire ant spirit is kind of like saying that, you're kind of having to wait. So this kind of does represent like having ants in your pants here, Sagittarius. It kind of says that, you're maybe feeling a little bit restless. You're like wanting to move. You're wanting to get moving on something that you see as a wish. Yeah, you have the Three Cups. I don't know. You'll get there. Three Cups is a card of celebration. So I do feel like there are celebrations coming in for you as well. I'm getting something about building a community as well. Like if you have a business or a job, I feel like building a community would be a good idea, or working on like social media, things like that would be a good idea as well. It's funny, I did an interview with someone today, and in that interview, I will share that when it comes out, by the way. But I was saying something in that interview about this type of energy right here, the fire ant. To me, I feel like there's a lot of this energy of just not wanting to follow orders anymore. And we could say that all the energy we had in Capricorn is kind of like a revolution, type energy, but I really feel like you're just not wanting to listen. It's like you want to live your own life now. I feel like you're done following what other people want you to do. It's almost like this reading is just saying you're becoming more independent, Sagittarius. So that's what I got for you, Sagittarius. Like it a lot. So thank you, Sag. Let's see what we have for you, Capricorn. What is going on for you, Capricorn people and Capricorn? Let's see here. Ooh, Capricorn, I love it. Capricorn, you have the Fish, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Fool. A lot of abundance coming in for you here, Capricorn. So I feel like you are like very abundant at this time. This is some sort of harvest coming in for you here. And so I feel for some of you could just be a job. So maybe you've been waiting for a job. This is like finally money coming in for you here. Yeah, it's like you've overcome some sort of competition with this Five of Wands. So I feel that you are getting to this place where it's like you're really winning at this time, Capricorn. So I feel this is a win. Even this fish card, I said this last night, this fish card in this deck is meant to represent like a small win. It is meant to represent, needing to create a small win in your life as well. So if things aren't going well for you, Capricorn, I would create small wins. That could be making your bed in the morning. That could be pretty much anything. And it sounds ridiculous, but it's like one small win will just lead to another and another and another, and before you know it, you're not having small wins anymore, you're having big wins. So I do feel the whole like small win thing would be very beneficial for you with this card. But Ten of Pentacles, can't beat that. Definitely abundance and success coming in for you with the Ten of Pentacles. The Fool is a new beginning, but what is this new beginning? Something you've been hoping for. I mean, Four of Swords is a card like waiting. It's a card of resting, relaxing, recovering, meditation. So it's a card of prayer as well. And I feel that I feel like I am choking right now, and I also feel that this is something that you have been praying for is coming in for you, or something you have been wishing for is kind of happening with this Four of Swords energy. So I feel the Four of Swords can represent blessings coming in. There's normally a person up in this corner who is being blessed. So I feel like you are just receiving blessings at this time, Capricorn. Clarifying, you do have the Five of Wands here. Yeah, Starfish. I feel like you have learned to be very multifaceted here, Capricorn. I feel like you've learned different ways of doing things. The Five of Wands says, yeah, you could be experiencing conflict or competition in your life, but the starfish can move in any direction. That's like the point of this card, is that starfish could move this way, can move this way. It's like you have learned to be very flexible over the past few years, and I feel that's what this is saying. It's like you have basically just learned to be flexible, and that is probably what's leading to your Ten of Pentacles here, is that you've learned how to adapt to different situations in your life. So love it. That looks good. But that's that. All right, Capricorn. Thank you, Capricorn. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius people and Aquarius. What do we have for you here, Aquarius? Aquarius, you have the Stingray, the Crocodile, and you have the Four of Wands as well. So I feel like, I almost get wish energy, which is weird on this Nine of Wands. It's like you are working towards something that you haven't given up on here. So I feel like this is saying that you're trying to accomplish something. You're trying to make something real. The Stingray is, I'm getting more like 1 foot forward, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I feel like this energy, it's like you keep getting close to something and then you take a step back. This is a card of like developing a backbone. It's a card of basically making something solid in your life here. But really, I read intuitively. I read whatever pops into my head, and I feel for the most part, this is really saying that over the maybe, I feel like over like the past year and a half or so, you've been experiencing this like 1 step forward, 2 steps back type of situation here. I do get something about love here as well. It's almost like you could have been in a relationship where it was like 2 steps forward, like 1 step back, maybe it was like 10 steps forward, 20 steps back. Like I kind of get back and forth, but it's weird because it's not popping into my head as back and forth energy. To me, it's more, I'm getting more like star-crossed lover energy here. It's almost like you could have been with a person, or maybe you're still dealing with a person here, Aquarius, where it's like there's still a lot of love there, and it's like both people love each other, but it's like it's like not going anywhere, or maybe there's a lot of obstacles. It could be like distance. So some of you could be in a long distance connection. It could also be COVID as well. Could be making a problem here. Very deep connection. Again, if this is love, I feel like it's something extremely deep. It goes much, much deeper than just like love. I feel like this is something where maybe you've been with this person for many lifetimes, right, Aquarius? So if that situation makes sense to you, it's like there have been obstacles. Could be COVID. It could be something. It could be anything, right? It could be the fact that you were with a person who you worked with, or maybe you still work with this person. Maybe there are rules against working with this, against work relationships or something like that. There's some sort of obstacle like that. For some of you, it could be like spiritual beliefs. It could be religious beliefs. There's something getting in the way. But it's like it keeps moving forward. There's a lot of emotion here, I feel, with this crocodile card. This crocodile actually represents cold energy, but it's popping into my head as you can't be cold. Towards this, if this is a person, Aquarius, I feel like this is for I feel like I'm reading for one person right now, Aquarius, so I apologize, but it is what it is, right? It's almost like maybe you've tried to stop talking to this person, or maybe this person has tried to stop talking to you, but it's like you can never seem to drift apart with this crocodile energy. You have the Four of Wands as an outcome, so it could be marriage, could lead to marriage. I don't know, I feel like if you're trying to fix this, if this is making sense to you, Three of Pentacles says that you can work together, you could build something very beautiful. Three of Pentacles is a card of building something of quality as well, so I feel like for some of you, you could do this, but it's going to require a lot of teamwork. You do have the Nine of Wands as well, which says don't give up. So if this is love for you, I definitely wouldn't give up. For others, I feel like this is a lot of attention. Again, Nine of Wands to me is a card of recognition and achievement. To me, it can represent attention coming in for you. Three of Pentacles is a card of quality work, and it can also represent it can represent getting attention at work for the work that you've done. So I feel for a lot of you, this is saying that there's a lot of attention coming in at work, and it could be any type of work, even if you have a business or YouTube or anything like that. I feel like there is a lot of attention coming in off of these cards here. It's just going to lead to more luck. I asked, what is this attention going to lead to? And you have this Elephant Spirit. This card, it can kind of represent guidance, but it really also can just represent luck. It's considered a very lucky card in this deck. So I feel like there's an increase in luck. Could lead to like a raise in promotion, more abundance, things like that in your life. So love it. There you go. Thank you, Aquarius. Pisces, thank you as always for your patience, Pisces. Let's see what we have for you, Pisces people. And Pisces. Ooh, I love it, Pisces. You have the Six of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Sun, the best card in the deck. So I feel like there's a lot of happiness coming in for you here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you, you need to open up here. We'll talk about this in a minute, Pisces. Yeah, I feel like no wasting your energy at this time. I would say you're probably pretty tired if you're a Pisces right now, especially if Aquarius is your 12th house. I would say you could be very tired. But I feel like, again, same thing with Aquarius. This is a little different, but I feel like there's a lot of positive attention coming in for you here, Pisces. Six of Wands, good news, victory, but also positive attention. The Sun is like the card of fame and fortune, so some of you could be becoming famous, I suppose, but also could just be getting very positive attention. This Page of Wands would say it's from a new adventure. So if you're starting something new, I feel like that is where all this attention will be coming in for you. Could be a new job, new business, new relationship, whatever. But any new things that you're starting at this time are going to lead to a lot of attention. My problem with this Page of Wands is needing to get started, Pisces. Typical, right? Yeah, you have the King of Wands here as well. King of Wands, card of the entrepreneur, card of needing to be bold, needing to be assertive. So I feel like you need to get moving here, Pisces, on whatever it is that you're thinking about starting. Could be a creative project as well with this energy. For others, I mean, this could be love, could be a fire sign coming in for some of you as well. So if you're looking for love, I would definitely say Leo or any fire sign really stands out to me here. Could be someone who has fire in their chart, I suppose, as well. But I do feel like there's good news in love coming in for you with this energy as well. So I do like to see that for you, Pisces. You do have this raccoon spirit thing. It's like, the raccoon, it's like wearing a mask, and that's what's standing out to me here with this card. So I feel like it's like a mask needs to be taken off of something here, Pisces. It's a very good reading, but it's like, what aren't you looking at? Your emotions, King of Cups, or, needing to, this could be like how you feel about something here. Let's see. Yeah, Queen of Wands. You have almost every single wand card here as well, Pisces. Something that you truly desire. I mean, I'm always saying to you, I feel like you need to move towards happiness, Pisces. I feel like the biggest problem for you is Neptune and Pisces. As I've said a million times, I do not think Neptune rules Pisces. I mean, I've looked at a million. I'm no expert astrologer. Again, we call it Chris's crappy astrology for a reason, right? But what I would say is I've looked at a million of Pisces charts, and I can say without a doubt that, to me, Jupiter rules Pisces, I think. That's what I personally believe. There are a couple other astrologers out there that would say the same thing. Jupiter is the ancient ruler of Pisces, but, I feel like it still is. And to me, Neptune and Pisces kind of like I could see how for you it could represent something need to be revealed here, but also it could have to do with your emotions. On top of that, I would say that there are probably things that you truly desire to have in your life. Could be not just love. We're talking about everything. Goals, wishes, dreams, whatever your dream life is, right? But it's like it seems a little bit impossible here because the King of Cups is not necessarily a bad card, but I feel that the energy that's coming off of this card for you is I feel like it's saying that, there's a lot going on, right? The King of Cups, he's normally sitting in very choppy waters. So it's like there's a lot going on in the world. He is not sure how he's going to accomplish his goals. And like on we're talking about on the negative side of things. And on the positive side of things, he's actually very in control of his emotions. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world. So I kind of get this feeling of needing to accomplish things no matter what is going on in the world. How do you do this? With this energy right here, this vulture spirit. The vulture spirit is about conservation of energy. It's about purification as well. So I feel like for some of you, I would definitely be pure, or I would like try to purify at the time. Some of you could be doing cleansing, and you could be cutting toxic things out of your life, all that other stuff. But I also feel that this is saying like conserve your energy. The vultures, I said this last night, they soar around. They don't waste their energy. They don't really flap their wings. If you've ever seen a vulture flying around, they don't really flap their wings. They kind of just soar around on the thermals. So it kind of says like conserve your energy, and when it's time to strike, right, when you get to the food or when you get to whatever you're looking for, go for it. You have the cosmic egg here. It's like ending cycles. The cosmic egg is kind of like the world card. It's like you're ending some sort of cycle in your life. So love it. There you go. Thank you, Pisces. All right, thank you everybody for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to do a pick a card now. So we are going to do cards 1, 2, and 3. But let's see here, people. 1, 2, and 3. And all right. If you pick card number 1, you have the earthworm here and the camel. I feel like this is a match made in heaven card number 1. You can't make this stuff up. 10 of Cups. Like I said, this is 2 people. I feel like one of you is a worm, and I feel like the other person is a camel. But I don't know. I feel like it's a match made in heaven, basically. So I feel for some of you, it's like someone needs to poke their head out here. I feel like someone needs to open up. I feel like the other person has great resourcefulness. Like I'm getting resource strength. Those are the words that are popping into my head. The camel represents kind of like an energy of being able to go out into the desert with very little. It's a card of resourcefulness. So I feel for some of you, this is like love, 10 of Cups, a perfect match, the camel and the worm, right? You two will squirm off into the sunset together. Hopefully it's not a camel with worms. That would be gross, right? But I don't know. It's true love, I guess, so it doesn't really matter. I'm not here to judge, but I feel for some of you, it's like the worm needs to open up, whoever the worm is in this relationship. I feel like the worm needs to speak up. I feel like the worm needs to be like, yo, I am into your resources here, or I see that you're very strong. I'm into this, so let's go. Somebody needs to open up here. Next, we have the 8 of Wands. If you pick card number 2, we have the 8 of Wands and the 5 of Cups here. There's communication coming in for you here. You have the Tiger as well. I feel like there's good news actually coming in for you. Five of Cups isn't such a great card, but I do feel like there's good news because the Tiger is popping into my head as guidance as well. It's almost like you're turning around here and you're seeing the 2 cups that are available on the 5 of Cups. So I feel for some of you, this is like good news. I just feel good news coming in for you tomorrow with this energy. If you pick card number 3, you have the 9 of Pentacles and the Golden Egg. Love it. It's like some sort of reward coming in for you here. Card number 3. So I feel like this could be like a wish or wish fulfillment coming in for you. For others is like resourcefulness as well. It's weird that the word resources keeps coming up like lately. Part of me is thinking like we're out of the retrograde. Uranus and Taurus. Uranus and Taurus has a great focus on resourcefulness or becoming more resourceful. So maybe that's why it keeps coming up in these readings, but I feel like for some of you, this is about like some sort of skill that you have that could be increasing your resources. So you could be starting a business, you could be starting a YouTube channel with a skill, you could be, this could be a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability, I feel, something that you're nurturing. Again, this golden egg, it hasn't hatched yet, right? So it's like there's something inside of you that needs to be hatched, something that needs to come out. It's like you're still getting some rewards from it even before it's hatched, but I feel like you need to like kind of get it moving. But there you go. Thank you everybody again for being here. Really appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so make sure to come back tomorrow. I will be here. Also tomorrow, Tomorrow I will have the, I can't remember who goes up tomorrow. Air signs? Is it air signs? I think it's air signs. The air sign readings for the weeklies will be up. The water and earth signs are up on the channel right now. Make sure to check those out. But that's going to be that. Also, thank you to the first person who super chatted. It might have been Mando. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. And Sandy Rose, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. Sandy, unfortunately, I got rid of all my green shirts. I only have black and this one blue shirt. So I can't wear green tomorrow, but thank you for the donation. So thank you, everybody, and have a good night.